Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the KGC Show. Today, I am here with a great singer-songwriter from where? Wales, UK. And, and just wait a minute to wait till I get to our guest today. She is the incredibly talented singer-songwriter. We love her. You do too. Please give it up for the great Karla Lynette. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm doing very good, thanks.
Great to have you back on the show.
Oh, I'm happy to be back. I loved it last time, so yeah, I'm happy to be back.
So how have you been doing since the last time we caught up with you?
I wrote a couple of other songs. I fetched a couple of songs out, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
not too bad.
can you talk to us a little bit about your releases that you've released since the last time you've been on?
Yeah, I've done two slow collaborations with a good friend, and I've done a pop song as well, and I'm in the middle of doing another two with the same person, so I'm doing pretty good so far. They're like pop songs, and the other one is like slow rock. So, but the new two songs that
Yeah.
I'm doing at the moment are like a rock and roll style, so kind of nice upbeat, fast songs.
Yeah. What is your favorite type of song to write? Do you like a ballad or do you like those upper, faster paced songs?
Um, I think I like a ballad where the lyrics to matter and so you can connect with the song. So yeah, I'd have to go with ballads. They
Yeah.
mean more.
Yeah. What has been some of the most easiest songs for you to write? Like, what does it start with for you? Does it start with an idea?
Yeah, it does kind of start with an idea, and sometimes like I might be sitting down or I might be on a walk or somewhere like that, and like an idea will come to me, and then the tune will come to me, and then I'll get my phone and I'll record the tune, I'll hum it to the phone, and when I go home, then I'll write it down, and then I start working on it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
has been out of your songs that you've written, what has been some of the greatest experiences that when you've released them, you've heard back from the fans?
Well, I've had a couple, and I've had a couple of the song that I done with Jeffrey. So well, since I put it up on SoundCloud, actually, I've had people messaging me and saying it's a great song and how I did it and who I worked with is fantastic, which is Jeffrey. And yeah, they loved the song. So that's one of them. And also the one I did with Chris Flows. I've had messages with that as well. So them two are quite popular.
Yeah. When what was it like? What's it like been for you working with the mastermind that is the emperor of all music videos, the great Jeff Panzer?
I loved working with him. I absolutely loved it. We'd have a laugh. I'd give him an headache, and he'd give me one. But no, I thought we'd done pretty good together. We got along great. We did.
What
It was,
has
go on.
what has been the greatest life lesson that Jeff has taught you about the music industry?
Um, he actually taught me a lot about like when I post, like to put more things on my posts, to do more things like before they were a little bit plain my post was. So I've learned how to like make background posts and things like that that he taught me. He also taught me things like what to do, like to get a clear sounds. Um, just little things like chords for the guitar, and that's how we worked back and forth. You would send chords, and then we would just change lyrics, and that'd be the one that would crack us both up because I'd pick some, then he would, then we'd disagree, then we wouldn't disagree. So, yeah, it was fun.
When you got the initial DM that stated that Jeff wanted to work with you, what was going through your mind? Did you have any idea of who he had worked with before?
No, I didn't know who he was. So I just thought, "Oh, okay." So I thought, oh, let's have a look because he seemed serious. And when I seen it, then I saw his Wikipedia and all that, and then I thought, but I don't know if he's real. So I said to my friend, perhaps I should ask for a video call because he said he worked with this person and that person, knew the Beach Boys and all these other people. And I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for a video call to see if he's real. So that's what I did, and he said, yeah. So then I was like gobsmacked. That's how it started. He found me on Twitter, he did. He said he was following me for like a year, but I didn't even know because I never used to really check that much. I never used to take much notice. So, but apparently he was liking my stuff and I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
So here I am with him today.
When when you started working with Jeff on what was the first song you guys started working on? Was it Wait a Minute?
No, I think we started to do something else. So it was completely from scratch. But then I thought, well, I got this song that I wanted to do for a long time, and I never got around to doing it. So it was pretty much from scratch anyway. So I decided and I played a little bit to him, and he said, yeah, okay. So we just did that then, and it went from there. But we made that song, so many versions of the song because we couldn't agree on which one we liked more, and it was getting better each time. So it was until the end, and it was this one that we went with. But yeah.
What do you what do you think Jeff's timing like for the release of the song? When did you guys have a scheduled release date?
Yeah, we did. It was, I think, because we picked 5th of July, and I think it's like an American, is it like 4th of July, like a day after or something in America? So I think that's why he picked the 5th, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't like clash and, you know.
Well, do you feel like when he told you to set it back a couple days to release it, do you feel like that had timing for it? Timing
Yeah,
for the release?
yeah, yeah. I think so, yeah.
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 So can we talk about how you wrote Wait a Minute since we talked about it?
Yeah, well, it was the summertime because I remember going into the garden and writing outside. And I would just go back and forth with words, and I would email Jeffrey then and show him what I wrote, and he'd be like, sometimes like, don't use that word, maybe put something else there, or try and change it so it would be a little bit more wittier and a little bit more better. And we went back and forth like that for like 2 months. It's the longest song I've ever done.
How how much how much when you were working on that did it go from the easiest song you've ever written to the hardest song you've ever become
To
or
the
written?
hardest song I ever done. Yeah.
We love you, Jeff. We truly do. But what has his musical touch meant to you and your career?
Um, a lot. It was a lot. I enjoyed talking to him. I enjoyed doing all the things with him as well. It was fun. It was fun. And being the summer as well. So, like it was like a summer song. And it reminded me of the Beach Boys. And because he liked the harmonies that we put in. We had a disagreement on that at first as well. And then he said put it at the end and put it at the beginning. And I thought, okay. So I just did. I did whatever he asked and it just worked.
Yeah. I love the song, and I encourage people to go listen and download the song called Wait a Minute on Spotify and wherever you get your music. I know that you release your stuff on SoundCloud as too.
Yeah.
Make sure that you guys go follow Karla on SoundCloud. And how did that begin? Like, how did you start releasing all your songs to SoundCloud?
It was, I think it was COVID and I couldn't really go to a studio anymore. So I thought I'll get my own little studio in the house, and I was just potching around, and I'd done a couple of songs, thought they were awful, they were all terrible, and I put them up on SoundCloud, but people liked them, and I thought, ah, really? And yeah, it just went from there. I was getting a lot of messages saying I'm good, and I thought, are they deaf? But yeah, it was good. They kept messaging me, they liked it, and the more I was doing it, the better I was getting. So yeah. Oh.
Karla, I have a very important question on how do you pick your inspirations for your songwriting? Do you have to listen to something, or do your influences, your musical influence, shatter your brain when you're trying to write a song?
Um, I've got to be like, I'll sit in quiet most times, and like when you sit in quiet, you actually have a good think to yourself, and like more things come to you, and you actually see everything for what it is, and it inspires me then. So I turn it into something, if it's like something depressing, I'll try and turn it into something happy so it don't come out too depressing. But yeah, it's more what I see around me, what goes on in my life, or maybe somebody else's life, or maybe if I just see someone that's going somewhere and I'm just watching them, and maybe I'll get little tips from there. So, but most of it just comes to mind with me, and it just all follows. So, yeah.
I have to know where your love for Madonna came.
Oh my God. I had a friend that I used to bother with when I was about 13 or 14, and she used to stay with me a lot. And she was moving house, and she had all these posters because she was a big Madonna fan. And she asked me, could she leave the posters with me? Well, I didn't like my bedroom. I hated my wallpaper, so I plastered all her wallpaper, her Madonna posters all over my walls. And the one day we were sitting in my bedroom because she used to have all these cassette tapes of Madonna because she was madly in love with her. And we sang to one, and she said, "You sound like her." And I thought, "No, I don't." And then she said, "You do." And then she recorded me back, and I thought, "Yeah, I do, bloody hell." And it just went from there. I met my first manager from Tredegar, Andrew South, and he took me out as La Donna. And I had a little stage name, and the first half I would do Madonna, and the second half of my show I would do the songs that I did of my original stuff, or if I would just sing cover songs of somebody else. But that's how it all came about. And my sister was a big fan of Madonna as well, so but I really didn't know that much about her. But I did like her stuff in the early 80s. So yeah, that's how I liked Madonna.
Do you think that Madonna has a big part as a musical influence on the songs that you write today?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because I think over the years of listening to her stuff, maybe probably got a little stuck into me as well from doing everything of her and like trying to, because I was a personate and I would personate her, and I get to know her as a person is because I'm personating her. And I think some of my songs would sound quite similar, I suppose.
Yeah.
Most of my older stuff, I would have said though.
Yeah.
As I'm going on further, I think is less Madonna. I hope.
You know, man, Karla, I'm so excited for people. What are you having planned for 2026?
Um, I just want to be a successful songwriter. Like as it is today, you've got all these AIs coming out now, and they're pretty good. So I'm hoping that that don't really destroy the like songwriting world for singers and songwriters. But I'm hoping to get a hit song, so but I'm not going to stop until I get one. So bring it on.
Bring it out.
Yep, AI.
Do
Uh,
you have any new music plans for 2026?
oh yeah. Yeah, I want to be different, so I don't want to be like all these that sound similar, and you get all the bands and things like nothing wrong with them. It's just I want to be different. I want to be me. So I want to bring something new. And I just want people to like everything about it. I just want them to connect with my music and connect with my lyrics, and hopefully it can mean something to them.
That's right.
Yeah,
Now, when people, I love what you just said, and that was actually my next question is what do you
yeah,
hope when people listen to your music? What do you hope that something they can take away from? And what you just said matched that perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah, something you wanted to add?
Was that sorry?
You have something you want to add to that?
Um, Yeah, I just want them to connect with it. I hope that I do bring something to them. I hope that they enjoy it, you know. I hope it is meaning something to them.
When you get a response back from a fan, in return, what does that do for you as a songwriter?
It gives me a good buzz. I like it. I love the attention that I get, so it's all good.
Yeah. Karla, please tell me there's going to be a Karla Lynette full-length album coming.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm forever writing, and I still got songs that I haven't even released and things like that as well. But I'm open to do more newer ones. So no, I'm looking forward to this year. So hopefully this will be my year, and hopefully I will have a little bit of success.
Come on. And you know you can come back here any time in the
Oh
world to
yeah.
talk about your music.
Yeah, definitely. I love coming on you. It's fun. And because I know you and you're quite like a good friend now. So,
Well, thank you
yeah.
very much. And you make for a great guest. Where can people go to keep up with you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Karla78, or you can follow me on SoundCloud. I'm on Twitter, or X, I should say now. Facebook. Just Google my name, just Karla Lynette, and I'm pretty much on the computer, so you'll see me.
That's right. All of those links will be at the in the description. Also, please go download and listen to her song Wait a Minute, some of her best music yet. And like she said, 2026 is her year, and I firmly do believe that. And we want to let Karla know that we are always going to be right behind you always when you
Oh,
are shouting out your music. So we wish you the best of luck, Miss Karla, and come back and see us anytime you'd like.
I will. Thank you very much. Thanks.
I still can't believe I was had an interview with you today. Sorry. I will go fangirl over this as I edit this. But until then, we thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the KGC show or whatever this is. And I'm just kidding. No, I thank you so much for your love and support always. Got you. And we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you to the great Karla and Lynette for being our
Oh,
guests
thank
this
you.
week.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Give it up again for my friend and yours, the great Karla Lynette. Thanks,
Bye.
Karla.
Thank you.